one out here doing it.
Exactly. That's what I said.
And I knew I was right. Every time I feel that intuition of I'm right.
How do we not see that?
That's what I'm saying. What have I done to you for you to do me like this?
Because it sure isn't because you're not attractive.
That damn bike out the way.
Do you need to move it?
Y'all, this just got messy. Kirk is in hot water again, and this time, Rasheeda's mom had to handle it herself. Imagine walking into your own home and seeing your daughter's husband messing around with the same woman who already broke their marriage before. Woo! Rasheeda's mom was not having it. She snapped, dragged him out of the house, and the whole internet is going wild over what just happened. But here's the real tea. What led to this? Did Kirk really think he wouldn't get caught again? And is this finally the end for him and Rasheeda? Stay locked in because we're breaking down every single detail of this shocking drama. Okay, let's get into exactly what happened, because this situation is straight up unbelievable, according to sources. Rasheeda's mom walked in on Kirk again with Jasmine. Yes, the same Jasmine who nearly destroyed his marriage the first time. Apparently, Kirk thought he could get away with it. But Rasheeda's mom was not about to let that slide. Witnesses say she went off, screaming, cussing, and before Kirk even knew what was happening, she was dragging him out the front door and... Y'all, this wasn't no polite exit. She literally threw his stuff outside and made sure everyone in the neighborhood knew exactly what was going down. Imagine the embarrassment. Kirk is a grown man getting put out like a side dude who overstayed his welcome. Now, let's be real. This ain't the first time Kirk has been caught slipping with Jasmine. If you've been following their story, you already know this drama goes way back. Jasmine was the woman who had Kirk's baby behind Rasheeda's back, and it nearly ended their marriage before. Rasheeda took him back, but clearly he didn't learn his lesson. And let's not forget how much Rasheeda's mom hated Kirk for what he did. She was already saying he wasn't worth forgiving. And now, whew, she's proving she was right all along. So, was this a moment of weakness? Or has Kirk been sneaking around with Jasmine this whole time? And how did he get caught this time? After the incident, Rasheeda has been quiet, but you know people are watching to see if she finally kicks Kirk to the curb for good. Rasheeda's mom, on the other hand, she's standing 10 toes down. Sources close to the family say she is done with Kirk and doesn't want him near her daughter or the house ever again. And Jasmine? Well, sis hasn't said a word yet, but you already know she's loving the attention. Some people even think she set this up just to get Kirk caught again. Other celebs and reality TV stars are reacting too. Some are dragging Kirk for being messy, while others are saying Rasheeda should have listened to her mom a long time ago. Let's take a moment to really think about the impact of the situation that's unfolding with Kirk and Rasheeda, especially when it comes to the potential toll it takes on their family and children. If Kirk is caught up in this latest mess, what does that mean for his role as a father? His children are probably seeing everything that's happening online and in the media, and it's impossible to deny that the fallout from this could have lasting consequences on their family dynamic. People often forget that the consequences of drama like this go far beyond the individuals involved, particularly when it affects the kids who might not fully understand everything yet, but they are still exposed to the emotional weight of it all. Now, social media has erupted in response to the latest drama surrounding Kirk and Rasheeda. Fans on Twitter and Instagram are completely losing it, with reactions flying left and right. One viral tweet humorously pointed out the ridiculousness of Kirk being dragged out of the house by his own mother-in-law, saying, "Kirk getting dragged out by his mother-in-law at his big age? Embarrassing." That tweet captured the sentiment many fans are expressing, that Kirk should know better by now, especially at his age. It highlights how embarrassing it is for a grown man to find himself in such a humiliating position, and the internet isn't holding back from expressing its disdain. Other fans, though, are focused on Rasheeda's next move. One Twitter user fired off, "Rasheeda better not take him back this time. How many chances does this man need?" Clearly, people are questioning just how many opportunities Kirk should be given to redeem himself. After all, it's not the first time that Rasheeda has forgiven him, and there's a growing sense that maybe this time should be different. The frustration from the fans is palpable, as they feel like Rasheeda's loyalty to Kirk has been taken advantage of too many times. But amidst the outrage and judgment, Some fans are starting to form wild theories about what might really be going on behind the scenes. There are those who believe Rasheeda was aware of the situation all along and let her mother handle the situation as a form of intervention. Could Rasheeda have known this was going to happen? Is she just playing a role in this drama? Or is she actually standing by her husband and letting the public reaction unfold in a particular way? This theory leaves a lot of room for speculation, and people can't help but wonder if it's all a setup for more headlines and drama. Other fans aren't as convinced that this is genuine drama at all. Some argue that this whole incident might just be another stunt cooked up by the couple to stay in the spotlight. Given that both Kirk and Rasheeda have been known to stir the pot with their relationship issues in the past, many wonder whether this is just another attempt to generate attention for themselves. After all, controversies like this tend to keep their names circulating in the media, and who knows how much of it is real versus carefully orchestrated. It's hard to tell sometimes whether this is a case of genuine conflict or if it's just another carefully crafted publicity move. So, where does all this drama go from here? As of right now, it seems like this situation is far from over, and there are so many unanswered questions about what's going to happen next. The burning question on everyone's mind is whether Rasheeda will finally leave Kirk for good. Is this the final straw? Or is she just going through another emotional roller coaster, one that will eventually lead her back into Kirk's arms? Some sources are suggesting that Rasheeda is done for good, and she's just waiting for the right moment to officially call it quits. Others believe that Rasheeda is still processing everything, trying to figure out her next move before making any rash decisions. When it comes to a situation like this, the legal aspects can sometimes get lost in the mix of emotions, but they play a crucial role in determining how things unfold. If Kirk had been living in the house with Rasheeda for an extended period of time, a key question arises. Can Rasheeda's mother legally kick him out? Does she have any legal standing to do so? This question might seem straightforward, but the reality is that there are a number of factors to consider when determining the legality of actions like this. For instance, if Kirk was residing in the house, was there an agreement in place regarding his stay? Was there a formal lease or a verbal agreement that granted him the right to live there? Or was he simply a guest with no legal claim to the property? If he was living there for an extended period of time, it's possible that, depending on the laws in their state or city, he could be considered a tenant with certain rights. This means that even though Rasheeda's mom might have been fed up and taken matters into her own hands, Kirk might still have a legal right to stay if he's been living there long enough to establish some sort of residency. If this is the case, Kirk could potentially challenge the decision to kick him out. In situations like this, legal matters can become very complicated. If Kirk feels his rights have been violated, he could potentially fight back and claim that he has the right to remain in the house. There are certain protections in place for tenants, even in situations where personal relationships are involved. For instance, in many places, someone can't be evicted without following proper legal procedures. If Kirk wanted to contest the removal, he might be able to argue that he should have been given proper notice, or that there were legal steps that had to be taken before he could be forcibly removed. This could add another layer of complexity to the already fraught situation, as legal disputes can drag on and complicate matters further, especially when it comes to family dynamics. But while Kirk might have legal grounds to challenge his removal, the emotional side of the situation can't be ignored. The tension between the family members is clear, and things might not be as simple as just following legal procedures. If this situation does escalate into a legal battle, it could turn even more bitter and divisive, further tearing apart relationships that are already strained. It's difficult to predict how it will play out, but the possibility of legal conflict could definitely add fuel to the fire. Along with the legal drama, another big question is whether Jasmine, the other woman involved in this whole ordeal, will finally come forward and share her side of the story. From the outside looking in, it's easy to point fingers and speculate about what's been going on behind the scenes. But the truth is that Jasmine's perspective could shed light on a lot of the unanswered questions. She's been part of this messy drama since the beginning, but we haven't heard much from her directly. Will she finally speak out and give her version of events? Or has she been quietly playing her role in all of this to stir up more controversy and keep things interesting? It's possible that Jasmine has been keeping her cards close to her chest for a reason, and she might be waiting for the right moment to share her side of things. Maybe she's been enjoying the drama and letting the speculation grow while staying quiet. Or perhaps she genuinely has something important to say that will change the narrative. If she does decide to speak out, it could lead to even more twists in this already chaotic situation. The questions surrounding her involvement are only adding to the uncertainty of where this all will lead. The drama is continuing to unfold, and there's no telling how long it will go on or what new revelations might come to light. Emotions are running high, and tensions are at an all-time peak. It's hard to see how any of the involved parties will come out of this unscathed, and there's a real chance that things could get even messier before they settle down. It's clear that everyone has a different stake in this situation, and it seems like there's still a lot to be resolved before things can even begin to calm down. Ultimately, this situation is far from over, and it's hard to predict what's going to happen next. With so many factors at play, the legal issues, the family drama, and the public's relentless interest in the whole ordeal, it's clear that there's still a lot more to come. This is definitely one to watch closely, because the twists and turns are likely to keep coming, and it's impossible to know how it will all end. So, what do you think? Is this the final straw for Rasheeda and Kirk? Or is there still hope for their relationship? Did Rasheeda's mom go too far? Or was she right to act the way she did? We're all waiting to see how this saga unfolds. Drop your opinions in the comments, because I already know this is about to be a heated debate. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because you know I'll be keeping y'all updated on every twist in this wild drama.